Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with...
It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And the catch made by Hopkins. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Carr. Try. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down, Texans.
A first down carry here for Johnson.
You ain't going nowhere.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. On second down now. It's Johnson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Watson. Intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Swift. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 44, Carr. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
on second down. Swift. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Screenplay, Johnson. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The Raiders going to use one of their time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Carr. It's complete to Williams. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. Swift, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's enough.
Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let him know.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
What now? 180. You're mine. Ready to run. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw his car. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage? To move the ball downfield.
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, and now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We're good, we're good. You ready? Let's bring it. 5 down. Check 3. Let's do it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll run on first down. Swift. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the pass.
On 2nd and 9. Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Down. Wide 85. White.
From midfield, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
93. Hey, Charlie.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Swift takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Texans' 32-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, we're good. Later 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
An opening there on that 1st down. Run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go to Johnson again. Oh, able to avoid him. There goes Duke Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen. Teams before, they were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd and 7, Carr, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
Down, 185, deuce right chief.
On play action, it's Carr. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on first down. Swift, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in the East Bay. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, now Carr. He'll find Moreau here. And a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
You better X3, 218, chopper. You bet one, Raider one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Complete to Dorsett. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Delta. 51. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Shotgun now for Carr. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Watson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Texans 24, Raiders 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football Taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Raiders going to use one of... timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 43. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Carr completes it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So now it's fourth down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you've also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Five. Use your quarter.
Carr going to go on fourth down. Dorsett's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now. 180. Hey, we're good.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Watson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams...
And he's into the clear. The 40, the 30, 10. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Oakland, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.